morning.
What you done there? You sold it. Is it dead?
The bird's in free fall. It's the 23rd of October 2024. Got dodgy Davey this morning.
Feeling stupid?
I know I am. Morning, David.
Morning.
That's it. Well, that's it. I want to talk about a few things today, but basically, when I put my torch on, at a time when the country seems to be lurching to the far right, we've got Jenrick and Badenoch fighting for Tory leadership. We've got Tommy Robinson, which I don't like him, he's back in country stirring it all up. He's got a big march going on Saturday. Where are you going?
Where that?
Down London.
Fucking hell, they'll go wreck place.
Yeah, they'll wreck the place. Exactly, that's exactly it, Dave.
Yeah, well, that's what it needs. Fucking doing it on their doorstep.
But when they wreck it up, when it gets wrecked, we have to pay to put it right, Dave. We've got Tommy Robinson, much as I don't like him, I got to admire him for at least he stands there and says what he thinks. Unlike Farage, Tice, Lowe, etc., Anderson, who sniped from the sidelines, stirred it up. We've got the right-wing media into the government. The slamming stormer for letting 1,100 fucking prisoners go. When do you know how many prisoners soon I let go, Dave?
No.
10,000.
Never.
Yeah.
Well, that weren't legal. That weren't.
They weren't telling you that exactly, David. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hop back to a politician who's no longer with us now, serious politician, Nelson Mandela, what his name, Dave.
Yeah,
and here he is in America, and he took just 19 words to destroy Kevin Edelman, his attempts to destroy him on Palestine, Cuba, Gaddafi, etc. Just watch this clip.
Move on to our next questioner at the microphone over there, Mr. Edelman.
Welcome to America, Mr. Mandela. I'm Ken Edelman. Those of us who share your struggle for human rights and against apartheid have been somewhat disappointed by the models of human rights that you have held up since being released in jail. You've met over the last 6 months 3 times with Yasser Arafat, who you have praised. You have told Gaddafi that you share the view and applaud him on his record of human rights and his drive for freedom and peace around the world. And you have praised Fidel Castro as a leader of human rights and said that Cuba was one of the countries that's head and shoulders above all other countries in human rights, despite the fact that documents at the United Nations and elsewhere show that Cuba is one of the worst. I was just wondering, are these your models of leaders of human rights? And if so, would you want a Gaddafi or an Arafat or a Castro to be a future president of South Africa?
One of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies.
What about that then? In his finest now Nelson Mandela accent, I've just been practicing it, Anna Dave. He's not too impressed, but he said, one of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. Do you know what, Dave? Our choice that the Tories told us the Europeans were our enemies. Get out of Europe, Brexit, Farage and them. Get Brexit, we'll be better off. They got us out of Europe. Now they're telling us the European Convention of Human Rights is against us. We've been in it fucking nearly 80 years or something like that. And I'm with Nelson Mandela on this, Dave. So when he says one of the mistakes which some political analysts make is to think that their enemies should be our enemies. How true is that, David? Are you ready, Dave? Have a great day, buddy. Wakey, wake!